Got a fun fact for you.
Let's hear it.
Popcorn has actually been around for thousands of years.
Right.
Archaeologists have found popcorn kernels that are almost 6,700 years old.
Really? So popcorn kernels have been plaguing everyone's teeth for that long,
Yeah.
pissing off everyone for thousands of years.
Well, I guess, what were they eating popcorn to watch before movies?
Well, do you think they would-
Colosseum, I guess?
It's a funny thought because I wonder if popcorn had the same entertainment value thousands of years ago if you'd eat it to watch things or if it was just like a general food. But yeah, gladiator fights, I don't know, caveman fights, like
Dinosaur
fights.
Introducing the two most handsome newsreaders in Fresh. The CBD, Adelaide, the world. News with Tom and Callum on Fresh 92.7.
All right, starting off with a bit of hacker news. Two men have been faced with court over allegations they accessed Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's personal bank account. So pretty much, two blokes in their 20s hacked Albanese's bank account. It was earlier this year. They were charged on the 6th of May, and now they've finally gone to court for it. One of the guys was working at EY, which is a huge accounting firm, one of the big four here in Australia. But yeah, the court proceedings have been adjourned till August 25th to see what will actually happen. But yes, they've initially been charged with hacking the Prime Minister's bank account. So, bit of a wild one there.
Yeah. Weird one to put on the CV.
Oh, absolutely. It's not really, it's a bit like Australian WikiLeaks.
Yeah.
Oh, WikiLeaks was Australian.
Yeah. Julian Assange.
Yeah, but kind of in a similar vein, I guess, going for like politicians and stuff like that. But yeah, a bit of an interesting one. Over to a bit of airport stuff. Parents can now request a personalised boarding pass for their kids' teddies or toys.
Oh,
So
cool. What about the adults? Can I bring my Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah. And will he get on the plane? I want to make sure. I can't be leaving him in the lobby.
I don't have to buy another seat, do I?
But it's mainly for the kids if they want to bring a teddy, a toy, whatever.
That's cool.
It's actually kind of in conjunction with the release of Toy Story 5 that Virgin Australia are doing it and pumping it. So if your kid wants to go to the airport and feel the comfort of knowing their toy is going to get on the plane as well, they can have a boarding pass for the toy, which is very cool.
Imagine having to leave your toy at the gate, waving from I plane.
You have an absolute stickler of a boarding control person being like, nah, not coming in. That boarding pass is crumpled up as hell. Yeah, I can't even read the numbers,
This
mate.
is clearly a fake.
Gonna have to detain your toy. You will not be seeing Woody for a long time.
You're coming with me, mate.
And a bit of Adelaide news. Barossa Valley winemaker Hares Chase has been awarded 3 awards at the coveted 2026 Sommeliers Choice Awards. That's Australian Winery of the Year, Australian Wine of the Year, and Shiraz of the Year.
Wow.
So that's Hares Chase. Definitely some good wines there over in SA.
Racking them up.
Yeah, absolutely. Great haul there.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, turning over to sport for the World Cup. Don't know if you saw this morning, Cote d'Ivoire played Norway, and it wasn't till Erling Haaland's last-minute heroics to get Norway across the line without having to go into extra time. It was 2-1 there Norway's way, and right now we are just about the halfway mark. It's the 45th minute of France taking on Sweden. France are up 1 goal.
Ooh, okay. Close one.
We'll keep an eye on that. It's 7:16. That's your news from overnight. God, we're a weird generation, Callum. I remember hearing about this a while ago thinking it was a joke, but recently it's starting to get a bit out of hand. There's this trend to wear nappies to concerts so you don't miss any of the concert.
Yeah.
Which is stupid to me because most people spend most of the concert watching it through their phones anyways.
Yeah.
Singer Olivia Rodrigo came out saying something along the lines of, it's really hard to perform at the moment at all my concerts because all I smell is wee.
I did see this.
Yeah.
I did see her come out and say that.
Now the muso Noah Kahan, you'd know him from this song.
Hold me close and I won't leave.
Sure.
He's come out and said his concerts have a far worse smell. Have a listen to this.
I solemnly swear. I will not my pants. And if I do, I won't take it from my pants and put it on the floor.
He's literally made his audience do a poop pledge.
Yeah.
Because it's gotten so out of hand. It's outrageous. People are doing this. Like, in what right mind does people think this is okay?
Oh, we should leave Woodstock in the past, right?
Well, yeah, it's notoriously a horrible time, that Woodstock concert. Why is it coming back?
So I think it's so funny because I feel like different musicians have their different allegiance of fans, and some of those fan groups get a little bit of flack for being annoying. You have the Swifties that get a bit of flack.
Yeah.
They're a bit annoying, right? Even some of Justin Bieber's fans, they get a bit of flack. Noah Kahan's fans are my least favourite now because of this incident. Who is using a diaper to do a number 2 at a concert willingly and having no respect for yourself to go to the bathroom?
Or
It's
people
wild.
around you.
It's crazy.
It's outrageous, which is why it's time to see what's the most outrageous thing you've seen at a concert or a rave. We know the Fresh fam love live music. We also know that some crazy things can happen. So what's the most outrageous thing you saw at a concert or at a rave? One of these live music events.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're able to actually talk about it on the radio.
Well, yeah, it might be a diaper incident. You might have seen something like that. You might have seen someone do it here in Adelaide.
I kind of hope not.
I've got one that's also pretty unhygienic that I saw at a concert. So I was at Idols, which it was at the Gulf, and it gets pretty rowdy, like punk metal band,
100%,
really good. But I was in the crowd there, and I lost my shoe. Like it got that rough. Like so, all the barging and the moshing and stuff. Like my shoe came off.
I remember this.
Yeah, and then right. So for the whole time of the concert, I'm stepping on like wet alcohol and like bits of glass and crap like that, and I'm like, this sucks. Halfway through the concert, the lead singer gets someone up on stage from the crowd, just a complete random, and he's like, right, he's gonna do a shoey right now. I've got this shoe. Asks for his name, hands him the shoe, gets him to do a shoey. I was in the crowd, I was like, that's my shoe. My shoe, from the start of the concert when it got flicked off, made it all the way somehow to the front of the crowd, and
made it to the lead singer.
Lead singer of Idols grabbed it, and he forced someone to do a shoey on stage from my shoe, which I remember my shoe was absolutely revolting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be touching it.
And
I knew what it was like.
But you did go and fish it at the end of the concert.
He threw it back at the crowd, but threw it like away from like the furthest spot he could find away
you
from
at the
where
back
I was.
being like, hey, that's my shoe.
Yeah, I think I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, over here. And he just threw it to a completely other side of the room. So after the concert, I had to go find it.
Before we jump to the phones, got a couple of texts coming through. Like this one, saw a guy faint near the front of the concert, and massive props to the crowd. They body surfed him towards the back. It was pretty weird body surfing a limp body, though.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
That would be not what you would expect to go to a concert and do.
Great initiative by the crowd.
Awesome when you get a good crowd that's helping someone out, though.
Yeah.
And getting them through. Peking duck, wet floor, did the splits and busted the middle of my pants.
Oh.
Just have to embrace it at that point. Thanks, Dylan.
Yeah, cheers. How about Dave from Goldview Heights? We wanted to get this guy on the phone because his story just sounds unbelievable. But he said, hey, lads, I woke up one morning at the offshore festival, opened the tent to some commotion, and there was a guy in a poncho who was riding a sheep.
God. One of those ones you look at it and you'd be like, how much did I drink last night? And just go back to sleep. From Josh as well. During the big day out days, the boiler room was well known to be a place of fornication. Whenever I hear Cusheen on Fresh, a certain memory comes to mind. Out of anything, out of any song to throw you back into that place.
Charlotte in Largs North, what was the outrageous thing you saw at the concert?
Morning, boys. Yes, I went to a gig a couple of years ago, and it was at a smaller venue, and the band suddenly asked a male to come up on stage with the band, and turns out that he actually wanted to propose to his girlfriend at the time during the set, during the concert. So there was a live proposal. However, she then ran on stage, and I think it was a no from the lady.
Oh, my God. In front of all those people.
Yeah.
I know,
I have nightmares about that.
Yeah. That would be horrible. We wouldn't even enjoy the concert from there.
No.
Like, you couldn't enjoy it, you'd leave.
Charlotte, thanks for calling up.
Great
Appreciate
one.
it.
Wayne, what was the concert that was ruined? What happened?
G'day, boys. How are you?
Wayne,
Yeah,
what
good,
happened,
mate.
what
And
happened at the
yourself?
concert?
Mate, it was back in my big day out days, and I couldn't believe it, like, standing in the mosh. Just the guys and girls just keep relieving themselves in plastic cups and then putting them on the ground, and then while everyone's dancing around, kicking them around, so we're getting covered in all their...
yuck.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awful. Jesus.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Would you know?
Disgusting.
Would you know the culprits just by looking around the crowd and be like, "You did it," or is it just anonymous?
Yeah.
There's just so many cups you can't even tell.
Nah, there was quite a few cups, and really to see a girl do it's quite an effort, you know. And I think you know, desperate measures at desperate times, I guess. But you know, it's pretty disgusting, really.
Wayne, how good was the mosh for them to be relieving themselves in plastic cups? What was going on? Was it a wall of death or?
Well, I don't know if you guys went to them, but you just virtually had to stay in the mosh and move from one stage to the other, so no one wanted to lose their spot, so
Yeah, okay.
no time for toilets.
So note to self: every mosh, wear pants, a rain jacket.
And trash bags.
Just cover
Don't wear
yourself.
shorts.
Yeah, exactly right.
Good on you, Wayne, you legend. Thanks for calling up.
Pretty strange in the middle of staff meeting. And it's one of those ones, I feel like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones I too also hate the god-awful staff meetings and find any sort of way to kind of distract myself from being a part of them. But this takes the cake. This was pretty bizarre.
Well, look, it was a job that needed to be done. Basically, in the boardroom where staff meeting is held, there is a packet of wet wipes. And
I just wonder what everyone's thinking. Where? Because obviously I know where this story goes. I just wonder where everyone's mind is going right now at this point. Staff meeting, distracted, had to do it, wet wipes. What is happening?
So what happened was my shoes were filthy,
Yeah.
and it's all because a couple of weeks ago when I was in Sydney, I went to a rave, and we all know how dirty white shoes can get in a
Yeah,
rave
yeah.
with, you know, people stepping on it and just the grime of drinks being spilt and whatnot. And so I decided, you know what, like the wet wipes are there. I'm still going to listen. I'll just clean my shoes with these wet wipes as staff meeting goes on. And
So it was one of those, foot up on the table, peeling out the wet wipes, giving it a wipe, got a few looks.
yeah, well, it wasn't just the rave that had made my shoes so dirty. You saw them. They were filthy. Of course, the rave was the big one with all the grime. But then the following day in Sydney, I don't know what it is about Sydney, but it reminds me of that movie, that Bill Murray movie, Isle of Dogs, because everyone and their mum has a dog in Sydney. There's dogs running rampant in the city of Sydney. And we, the next day after the rave, had a lunch booked at a sushi restaurant with a bunch of mates, got out the Uber, stepped across some leaves that were on the ground. What did I step in? Dog crap. Of course.
You
I
stepped
did.
in dog crap.
Stepped in
on
some-
the way to sushi.
On the way to sushi, well, across the road from the sushi restaurant. And straight away I knew because I kind of slipped a bit and I was like, oh, you're kidding me. Not right now.
Yeah.
Look under the shoe. Lo and behold, yep, I've stepped in it. So the only place I could really find to clean my shoe was on the side of the sushi restaurant.
What on the sushi restaurant?
Well, there was like a little... as you walk in, there's a little step. So I was just kind of scraping my
what
foot.
were you about to eat?
To the side of the entrance, just scraping my foot, trying to get the... I mean, it's not my fault.
Man, if I was
it's Sydney's fault, if
I-
anything.
If I was the sushi people, I'd be putting a chair up against the door, wedging it so you don't come in. Like, what? This guy is not eating it.
I could notice they were kind of looking at me as I'm just sort of scraping my foot along the side of their restaurant. Then I walk in, I'm like, booking for 1 o'clock? It gets worse. I went upstairs and then stole all the napkins from all the neighbouring tables and tried to clean my shoe like that. Well, then there was no bins except for the food scraps bin up there, so that's where they went.
There's just a napkin thief going around the sushi. You know, at least with Japanese culture, they like you to take your shoes off. I mean, that could have been like option B.
That could have been option B.
If you want to throw your shoes out outside and come in barefoot.
Option A was just scrape it along the side of the restaurant. But hey, I got clean shoes now. Look how they're sparkling white.
Tom, we like him. You like him. Everyone likes him. Your mother likes him. Your grandmother likes him.
My dad likes him.
Your dog
My
likes
sister
him.
likes him.
Everyone likes him. It's Pit-Bull.
Yes.
He's Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide. Yeah, I do get around Pitbull.
Crazy
But
when
it used to be a guilty pleasure. Now it's just simply pleasure.
It's just fun. It's just
Yeah.
fun. And he did a concert here last year, I believe, and it absolutely went off. He gets very popular. Crazy to think he's been around for so long too. I mean,
Yeah.
he was big like 2007, I reckon.
Yeah.
When he really came onto the scene. But he's going for a world record. He's going for the Guinness Book of World Records. And we love a world record on the show, but this is one that's going to be tough to compete with.
Yes, I remember hearing about this a little bit ago. He wanted to do it.
Yeah.
It's the most amount of Pitbull impersonators or bald caps or
Largest gathering of people wearing bald caps. And the way he's doing it, obviously, he is bald. It's his iconic look.
Yeah.
And he's going to get a lot of his fans at an upcoming festival/concert in Hyde Park later in the year, July 10th. Everyone's going to be wearing the caps, and that's what's going to get it over the line as the record.
So how many bald caps does he need there to break the record?
65,000 is what he's going
So
for.
you're telling me that there's already a record out there with 64,999 bald caps?
No. I think the record is much lower. I'm not sure what the record is at the moment, but it's a hell of a lot lower. But he's just blowing it out of the water because he can.
Yeah.
Because he's doing a Hyde Park concert, so he's just filling out the seats, right?
Yeah,
so
fair
he's just
enough.
saying everyone wear a bald cap, and then we can officially do it.
So is he supplying the bald caps? Is it going to be like, everyone look under your seat? It's going to be like Oprah Winfrey?
Yeah.
You get a bald cap, you get a bald cap, you get a bald cap.
It might be like that. I kind of assumed everyone would just bring their own, but there's all these different official rules with it, right? So all hair must be tucked securely under the cap, and if these rules
Okay.
aren't met, then
What
it
about
doesn't work.
sideburns? Do you have to shave sideburns?
I reckon you do, yeah. The cap must be worn completely over the forehead, and all attendees wishing to count towards the record must be wearing the caps during the specified event period. So there's all these terms and conditions for how they're going to do it. My question is, who's counting it? Do you have to go through a toll gate with your cap on and they say, okay, that's one, that's two? Like, how are you going to count 65,000 people? What if you're actually bald?
I mean, I think, yeah. Would you have to put the cap on if you're bald, or do you just get counted?
See-
Well, I would assume the way they count it is like, when you go into any event, you have the security guards there with the clickers counting how many people are coming through. So I'd assume that's how they'd count it. But I guess, it's kind of dependent on when they put the bald caps on. Do they come pre-bald capped, or do they get supplied the bald caps and don't get it till they get on their seats?
Yeah, for sure.
Is everyone going to partake with the bald cap?
Exactly right.
I mean,
What if
you
you-
would. If you're going to Pitbull, you probably would.
What if you don't want to partake in the bald cap? Also, back to the other thing, yes, what if you are actually bald? Does that throw his record out? Because technically it's not a bald cap, and that's what the
wonder-
record specifies. If you're just a bald man.
Will Mr. 305 himself wear a bald cap?
A bald man wearing a bald cap on stage.
My brain is hurting.
Tom, we're going to the world of influencers.
Ugh,
So
great.
they live a different life, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, different rules. And this one has made a bunch of popularity online because of the debate that it sparked about what this particular influencer did and what he's done with his relationship. So pretty much this woman, Sam Guggenheimer, is an influencer.
Right.
And she's dating this bloke, right, who is also quite well known. He comes from a rich background. He's also an influencer. She's been dating him for a while. His name is Ryan Maloney.
Why do I know that name? Is that Toadie from Neighbours?
Yeah, it's Tony from Neighbours.
Wait, it's actually him?
It's not actually Tony from Neighbours, but that threw me as well when I saw that this influencer's dating Ryan Maloney, and I thought, oh my god, we got a Toadie special. We got an influencer debate involving Toadie. Like, this is going to be a
Toadie
crazy merge of stories. But no, it's a rich bloke named Ryan Maloney who
Shares the name of the toadfish.
Yeah, exactly
All
right. And what he's done, pretty much, they were going on a holiday from Sydney to London, and she's vlogged about it, posted it online, and said how annoyed she was and things like that, because what he did was upgraded his ticket on the plane to first class, leaving her in economy, and didn't give her the upgrade. And it begs the question as to whether he should have given her the upgrade to first class as well, because she's just stuck in economy by herself.
Oh, I don't think so.
You don't think it's an issue?
No, I think like if she like, I mean, if you're doing it out of a joint bank account, then maybe it's a bit dodgy. But assuming that they're not, I think like you're both on your rights to upgrade your own way.
Yeah. See, I think if it was a short flight, whatever, but the fact that it's Sydney to London, which is like 24 hours, you're leaving her in the dust in the back. So surely you can go first class on your own time. If you want to do it some other time, like surely you do it then, like instead of just leaving your partner in the back.
Well, she had the option to upgrade to first class too.
Well, that's like what people were saying. Like she could have upgraded as well. They're also saying he could have upgraded because he's rich as hell. So maybe he just didn't want her up there. Like, it's all leading. Maybe that's why she's annoyed that like he's got all this family money and he hasn't upgraded her, but he's done it for himself.
Look, yeah, I don't have all the family money, but I think I could safely say if it were me, and if I had the money to upgrade myself,
You'd upgrade?
I would upgrade myself.
Yeah, you'd leave your partner back there. You're like, when it sounds like that.
Yeah, when you put it like that, sound like a POS. But
I think it's dependent on how long the flight is. If you want to do it, if you're doing a like little Melbourne to Sydney or something, you're like, hey, look, I really want to try the first class. Look, I'm going to upgrade myself, whatever. But 24 hours just to ditch your partner and say, hey, I'm going in first class. I'm going to get all the luxuries. Like, I'll see you back there.
yeah,
I feel like that's where it gets a little bit iffy.
is this okay to do? Can you upgrade yourself to first class? Can you buy yourself a first class ticket and leave your partner behind in economy?
Yeah, it's a really interesting one. So it's sparked all the debate. Ryan Maloney's in hot water.
Not to be considered. It's not the toady.
Toadie's getting a lot of hate messages.
If you're just joining us, it's just a man that shares the same name as the toadfish, Toady Rebecca. I've looked up roughly ballpark figures of how much a first class ticket from Sydney to London typically ranges from, and it's saying about anywhere from 12.5 upwards of $25,000 for a return ticket.
Yeah, wild.
Which is an unfathomable amount of money.
For a plane ticket, yeah.
Yeah, for 100%. A plane ticket, 100%.
I think it's a bit dog if he's got the money to do it and to upgrade her as well. Like, given the context that he's a rich guy from a rich family and a bit of a nepo baby, he's like got the money to upgrade her as well, but he's chosen not to.
Okay,
it
so,
more screams
all right.
that like he doesn't want her up there.
But what about if your parents were taking you to Europe, right, and they were flying first class, but they didn't put you in first class and put you in economy?
I think it's different with parents, though. Weirdly,
Is it? No, I think it's
because
the exact same. I think it's the exact same. You just can't be shafted by your parents.
I just don't think I care that much. But like, I think it's different when it's like your partner. It's like you're there to like hang out with them. Like your parents are like, what? They'll go off and do their own thing. I think it's a little bit different. Maybe it's because I don't want to sit with them. Oh, it's okay. I'll do economy.
Economy X.
Yeah. Oh, good leg room.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. I mean, to me, that's just an amount of money that I've never even seen. So,
yeah. It puts it into perspective. Yeah, how much money it is for sure.
Yeah, getting a few people involved on the text line. Chris has texted in saying, with her being an influencer, surely a quick "Hey girly pop" message to the airline owner could have gotten her an upgrade.
Okay, looking for the upgrade there. How about morning lads? She should have left him. He's trash, poor form. I mean, he did a great job on Neighbours, but I wouldn't say he's complete trash.
Got Troy texting in saying, no sympathy. It's an
Okay.
influencer. Chances are it was staged for views. That's a
Yep.
fair point.
Yeah, very fair. My partner once flew home to Adelaide from Sydney after a road trip while I drove the 14 hours by
Now,
myself.
that's not okay.
Yeah, the labour of driving is quite... 14 hours
Unless-
driving while your partner's taking the plane.
Unless you've got a really good reason, like, you know...
They got a baby or something, or-
a close family member has passed for a funeral or something. I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah.
like... But no, 99.9% of the time, that's not okay.
That's,
I don't align myself with
I
that.
also love that with that text, there's no opinion as to whether they felt shafted or that's an okay thing. They're just saying what happened.
Yeah.
But we can assume this person feels shafted.
Very shafted. Yeah, Reese texting in. It proves the guy's a total knob. More money than he knows what to do with.
Okay.
Upgrade your partner to your cheapskate.
Yeah, fair enough. Given the cost of this is from Elijah, given the cost of a first class, I think it's reasonable to upgrade yourself if your partner can afford to do it also. Okay.
Yeah, so if they can't afford it, you stay back with them.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
just upgrade to business.
Yeah.
There's a difference between business and first class. isn't
First
there?
class is, I think, first class. I'm yet to see it, and I don't know when I will. Who knows when you're in this guy's position what you do?
Every flight I've ever been on only has a business. I just thought that
What
was
is
first
first class?
Is first class real? Huge year 2026 for movies. I mean,
Yes.
Toy Story 5 recently came out. We had
Yep.
Obsession, Backrooms, all these amazing movies, and more to come as well. Like the 30th of July, the new Spider-Man Brand New
Ooh.
Day is coming out.
Yeah, it's going to be massive. All the Spider-Man movies are, I mean, they've never not been crazy. They're always super, super popular, but they're just getting more and more reach, I guess.
Yeah, I reckon Spider-Man's my favourite superhero.
Really?
Yeah.
I either go Spider-Man or Batman between the
Yeah,
two.
Batman's good. There's just not one Spider-Man movie I've disliked. Always gotten around him. From Tobey Maguire, even Andrew Garfield, who copped a bit of backlash at the start.
Wasn't
Now-
Andrew great, though?
I really liked him.
Obviously, I like Toby the best. I know.
Yeah,
I know
Toby-
this segment has a direction somewhere else, but
Yes.
just saying, love Toby.
Toby's
Andrew
the
did a
best.
great job.
Yes, and now Tom Holland, who's also crushing it. But it's recently come out in a 2026 interview with Tom Holland
Yeah.
that he's revealed something he does on X,
Okay.
formerly Twitter.
Sure.
He has a secret fake account where he rage baits Spider-Man fans.
Oh, really? So, like, just upsets them and stirs them up a little bit.
He gets into fights on
Yeah.
X with Spider-Man fans and then just like makes stuff up. And then if they say that's not true, he responds with, go read the comics.
Go read the comics. You know, it's actually not for say someone like me who I'm not super familiar with all the comic lore and stuff like that. If someone turned around and said, "Well, actually read the comics," I'd probably believe them.
Spider-Man issue number 37.
Yeah. When you look at Spider-Man comics and you go, have you ever been to a comic store and like you just see how many comics they actually have?
Yeah.
You believe them. You'd be like, oh, I guess it's in one of them. So like, oh, I'll believe this nerd. Like, you know, they probably know what they're talking about. There's thousands of Spider-Man comics. It's probably one little page in one of those thousands. He's probably right.
Yeah, so if anyone listening uses X and you're a passionate Spider-Man fan and perhaps you've gotten into a fight with someone over Spider-Man, it might have been Tom Holland himself.
You might be talking to an A-lister.
The World Cup is on right now into the round of 32, and one of the games that was played yesterday, Germany versus Paraguay.
Yeah.
Bit of a historical match. Paraguay ended up beating Germany. It went
Yes.
through extra time, went into penalties. Paraguay won 4-3 in penalties after a 1-1 draw. And I've just seen this pop up. Apparently the president of Paraguay has declared a national day off the day after today.
Oh, God.
The day that because they beat Germany. He's like, you know what? Stuff it. They still have
You
the
would,
day.
though, wouldn't you? If you're celebrating beating, you know, notoriously one of the best teams in the game.
Yeah.
Germany typically does pretty well. Like, it's a good feat. I mean, I would hope that we get some sort of public holiday if we were to accomplish something like that.
Well, I mean, if we beat Egypt it's on a Saturday. That's the issue. I mean, I guess we could have the Monday.
Who cares? Yeah, just give the Monday. Extend it.
I mean, if we beat Egypt to go into the round of 16, I think we all deserve a day off.
Absolutely.
Even if you're not a soccer fan, you should get the day off.
No one's going to be complaining about the day off, right?
No,
even
absolutely
if you
not.
hate the soccer. So it's one of those ones, even if we can't ban the whole country to do such a thing, even if it's just a state.
We all work, like dogs, man. 5 days a week on.
Exactly.
On. 2 days off. Why not have another day?
Would you rather a day off if we won a game or have a day off to watch the game?
Well, it's on a Saturday.
But
so
if it wasn't on a Saturday, if it was on a work day,
to have it off to watch the game.
would you?
Yeah, I think so, because then if we don't win, then we don't get a day off.
Yeah, true. It's we'll reassess the rules.